Hello class, this is chapter 10 assignment question number 6. In this question, we are doing a hypothesis testing. So let's open the StatCrunch. Okay, let's leave it here for now. And here in the first question, we need to determine the known and alternative. We know it's about the proportion because we see that the percentage and so on and so forth. But what is the known? The known, we know in the null hypothesis is always equal statement. So the population proportion is equal to 35%, okay, because we want to know if it is more than 35% or not. So in the null hypothesis, we say, okay, it is 35%. But in the alternative hypothesis, because we want to know if it is more than 35%. So in the alternative, we say, okay, it is more than 35% or greater than 0.35. Okay? Then let's calculate the test statistic and the p-value. So let's go to the stats. Because it's about proportion, we go to the proportion stats, one sample with summary. Okay? Let's click with summary because we don't have the raw data, so we only have the sample size and the number of successes, so we use the with summary. Okay, the number of successes, that's going to be 201. Oh, sorry, 201. And the number of observations or the sample size, 500. So hypothesis null is equal to, the null hypothesis proportion is equal to 0.35, 0.35. And the alternative is the proportion is greater than 0.35. Then let's click compute. Then we have the statistics. So that's our test statistic. So because when we talk about the proportion, the hypothesis testing for the proportion, the test statistic is the z statistic. And if we talk about the mean, the hypothesis testing for the mean, the test statistic would be the t statistic. Okay, so in this case, we are going to use this statistic as a test statistic. And the p-value, we also have the p-value. And then we compare the p-value with alpha level. So the p-value, it is 0.00074 and the alpha level is 0.05. So p-value is less than alpha level. So that means we should reject the null hypothesis and be in favor of the alternative hypothesis. Okay, so the survey results would be highly unusual if this is true. So that means this is not true. It means more than 35% of readers are interested. Okay, so the magazine should launch the online edition.